IVM.
Hey everybody, quick request once again, if you could help us out by filling out our survey. It's at ivmpodcast.com/survey. This really helps us talk to advertisers about the kinds of people listening to these shows. Really do appreciate your help, and we're going to be doing a random drawing, and we'll be sending out some IVM swag. Hope you enjoy that.
Namaskar, namaskar, namaskar. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi, and good to see you here, dear friend, on Begin the Journey. So, tell me, my friend, what is it that you want to hear? Now, this is not just a question that I'm asking you. I want you to consider what is it that you want to hear is what you end up hearing. Have you heard of things that people attract? A whole lot of us do attract many things. In fact, I've heard that before. It is not just by chance. It is something about us that we pull those things towards us. For me, what I want to hear determines my quality of day. It determines what happens around me. Haven't there been instances in your life where you have seen something happening, an incident happening, and two different sets of people get different meanings out of that same happening? Consider for a moment, dear friend. It depends a lot on what is it that you want to hear. When things happen, each of these things is open to interpretation. It is the interpretation that you want is what you get. Many a times there have been things that have happened in my career which I didn't like. But as I looked at it and as I saw that if I stick with things that this didn't happen the way I wanted, I didn't want it, yet it has happened, then guess what? I was just waiting for the bad news and I heard it. On the other hand, over the years, I have discovered that I really want to hear possibility around me. And as I started looking for possibility, I hear possibility. A word which is just thrown in, an incident that just happens around me, I hear something opening up for myself, something opening up which is far beyond the obvious. What is it that you want to hear? In earlier years, the royalty, they only wanted yes people around them. Yes, I want to hear yes. So you hear yes. That's how psychophancy comes. Nobody will ever tell you anything which you do not want to hear. They won't tell you, you're wrong. They will tell you, yes, you're right. It's a bit like the emperor's clothes. You know the story, right? Thieves came, took a lot of gold and silver and made nothing. And the emperor walked naked. But nobody dared to tell the emperor that the emperor didn't have any clothes, except a child said, hey, the emperor is naked. You know what? The emperor did not want to hear the truth, so did not hear it, except a sound pierced through that silence of a lie, and he could probably hear the truth. What is it that you want to hear? I have chosen to hear points of view which are different from me. I choose to hear agreements which are far beyond mine. I choose to hear possibilities which I never thought were possible. I choose to hear alternative thoughts. And that's what I get to hear. Because from those alternates, I choose things that I really wish to do. What is it that you want to hear, dear friend, is going to determine your quality of life. Do you want to hear just yes? Or do you want to hear, hey, why this? Why not that? Let's listen for plurality in our life. Let's listen to what else is possible. It all comes down to, what do you want to hear? So do let me know, dear friend, on Begin This Journey. What do you want to hear which can add value to your life and to life itself? Al Shukran Bandhu, Al Shukran Zindagi. Would love to hear from you. Whatever you want to share with me. Cheers. Thank you. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi, and I love to hear whatever you want to share.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, it's 2021 now. It's time you did. You didn't in 2020. That was bad enough. But now in 2021, you really, really should. It's IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And a quick reminder to everybody, just please help us out with our survey, ivmpodcast.com/survey. We've had a number of you fill it out so far, but we want to shatter last year's number, right? Really, really blow that up. Go fill out the survey over there. If you do, we'll select from the emails that we have got submitted, and we'll be sending out some interesting swag to people. So what should you be listening to this week? First thing I want to talk about is the unprecedented episode. We did a triple crossover. Vineet Kanabar from Storytellers and Storysellers, Varun Dugirala from Advertising is Dead, and Karthik Nagarajan from the Filter Coffee podcast all got together and put together a mega episode. Do check it out on whichever of their feeds you want. It's available on all three. On Naan Curry, the guy spoke about the history of alcohol in India. It's got a longer history than people would think. Definitely do check it out. Another show I want to call out this week a little bit is The Note by Maruk Inayat. Maruk had 2 fantastic episodes this week. She did her first episode with Amitabh Mattu about the elections in Kashmir, and then she did another one where she told the story of how she faked her identity to interview Benazir Bhutto. Definitely do check it out. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
Working Monday to Friday glued to your chair making you feel dull? Worry not. Get your 5-minute weekly dose of travel around the world with Postcards from Nowhere. Join me every Thursday as I explore the strange, obscure and fascinating parts of the world and bring out facets of travel you may not have thought of before. You can find us on the IVM Podcast app, website or wherever you get your podcast from.